Okay, so I literally just woke up. It's 11:50. I was up till 3 editing thirst trap photos. Cause this guy I've been seeing, he uses Instagram a lot. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make him miss me by posting cute pictures on my Instagram. And I was like, what photos? And then I had these really cute photos. Also, I just put a bunch of coconut oil on my face. I don't have moisturizer, and I'm trying to get this thing to go away. So it started out with this, and then I was just like, well, the whole face could use some moisturizer. I don't know. If it becomes too much, I'll wipe it off. And I don't know why I'm making this video right now, but sometimes I feel like when I first wake up is when I'm still pretty I don't know what the word is. I can't tell if it's raining right now. But so yeah. I took a shower yesterday and I put the coconut oil in my hair too. So I ain't got shit. I got coconut oil. Still look like a tweaker because of this. God, never picking the blackheads there again. I just had this dream all about finding the right foundation to cover this up too. And this guy I know who goes by the name of Rocky. He's very kind of flamboyant, but also I don't know how you would describe him. And they're like, call him, and he literally travels in time to go to this old Target with me to find the foundation. And Jennifer Aniston's there, and I'm there with baby Jennifer Aniston, and she's throwing lollipops in my bag, all sneakily. But then there's this older Jennifer Aniston who's 25, and she's like, oh my god, I was so hot at this age, and she's also helping me pick out foundation, and she's just being my older sister, just telling me all about foundation. And then her and Rocky are bonding over because it's the 90s, the foundation styles of the 90s. I don't know. That was the dream I just had. It's a whole new world remembering dreams now for me. I've remembered the past couple now, which I just am not used to. I was always smoking weed, so I never did. And it's funny because I thought I was okay with that, because the few that I would remember during the smoking weed times were really bad. Probably because those are the ones that stick out. And I was going through a lot, but I was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck remembering my dreams. They're terrible. But you know what? I'm realizing now they're not all terrible. A couple of them are, though. But I will say, it's usually when you're really going through something stressful. I'll be like, damn, that dream was so what the hell? And then I'm like, oh yeah, but I was going through a lot internally, so it makes sense. Which is funny because it won't add up exactly to the day sometimes. But then when you look back at it, in hindsight, you're kind of yeah, maybe not that specific day or night were you going through it. You didn't think you were. But that time zone in general, you were, and it just happened to be that night. I don't know. It's my favorite weather again. Overcast. Just all gray sky. It's not even clouds. It's just one giant grayish cloud is the sky. It's just but in a way I'm kind of about it. Because I'm yeah, fucking, it's whatever day. I'm feeling pretty whatever. I mean, my theory is that I always feel whatever when it looks like this, but in a way I'm cool with it because I kind of wanted to have a whatever day. Whatever. I'm trying to think of the other dreams that I remembered, but it is funny how quickly they slip away. I've definitely had some interesting ones. I think I'm definitely gonna have to wipe off some of this excess coconut oil. One time it was like I tried to like make my skin extra smooth and shiny and whatever, so I just lathered myself in coconut oil, which I've done before and it was fine. But this one time I did it, I must have really just did too much, I think. But like my skin started burning and I had to wash it off and I googled it, like, can too much coconut oil mess with your skin? And then Google was like, yeah, too much of anything, adoy. I say adoy now, and somebody I know has that Instagram handle, so I think I'm just going to think of that. I haven't seen it in forever, though, so they're on Instagram. I don't normally use Instagram either. I'm kind of mad at myself because I was, like, doing really good at just not using Instagram, and now I've kind of stumbled back into it, and I'm like, Elsa, what are we doing? We did good at eliminating that from our mental health life. Should we really be going back to it? You know? I don't know. I only did it because these people I worked with had it, and they're like, get on there, add me. And I was like, okay. But then I was all like, but I don't use this anymore. But, like, it got in my head. And now I'm like, maybe I'm ready for another Instagram era, but... And I've kind of just been on Facebook, so I'm like, well, maybe I can just swap out Facebook for Instagram, and we'll just go back and forth, but part of me is also like, or we should just eliminate them all, like we were on the precipice of doing when I had to get a new phone and didn't remember all my logins once again, and I was like, maybe this is a sign to just knock this shit out. But my one friend, even though I literally have her phone number, so I don't know what I'm saying, but the thing is, like, with Facebook and Instagram, there's not, like, a limit of how long the message can be. As much. There probably is. There's always a limit, usually. But it's longer. So I can, like, send her these big, long poems, and it doesn't, like, mess with the message. Whereas if I messaged her it, I feel like it would... I don't even know if it did. I had a phone where if it said all of a sudden the message became 2, 3, 4, 5 messages, all of a sudden it would go out of order. So I was afraid when it does that, it's going to get out of order. So I kind of religiously try and make sure it's just one. And then if it exceeds it, then I make a new one. I don't let it break itself up. But that was just a one phone. I don't know why I'm so afraid of that now. My phone, I don't even want to say it, but it scared the shit out of me yesterday. It just wouldn't turn on for a second, and it was in this charger, and then it wouldn't turn on. I was just like, oh my god, I cannot have another phone break right now. I just got this one. But this phone is definitely, like, a little screwy, which is funny, because I've had this phone before, and I can't remember, but I think I do remember it being screwy. I mean, all phones have their moments, though. But this one, like, yeah, it won't even let me use Google Maps. It has it, and then it exits it, and I don't know why. But I guess I have to thank it, because I totally almost went to this party that I really should not have went to, and I knew it, but I couldn't handle the temptation, and I was just gonna go, but then my Google Maps wouldn't work, and I was like, okay, of all the buttons we're pushing trying to go to this party, trying to go without the Google Maps is really the cherry on top, and I think that's what sealed the deal for me, to just be like, alright, we're just gonna go home. And I have to thank it for that, because otherwise I probably would have totally went, and it probably would have totally been bad. I mean, I don't think it would have been that bad, but it would have been pretty bad. And, okay, all cards on the table. I look like shit. I'm trying really hard not to freak out again, because I think I said this in the other one, but I just quit my job. Didn't even put in a 2 weeks like I was planning on. I just quit. Which I realize is kind of whatever at this point, because once you have enough server experience, it doesn't fucking matter. The point is you have the experience, but, you know, I mean, it doesn't look great being my last reference, but it really doesn't matter either. But, I mean, it does in that now I'm not making money and I feel weird, and that was like, it sucks how the thing that's killing me kind of is also the thing getting me by. I've had that a lot in my life, where it's driving me insane, and I'm like, I just wish I had more time to myself, I just wish I could, like, breathe, and then I leave the job, and then I'm just like I just don't know what to do myself, and I'm like, fuck, that was the only thing, like, keeping me going, and now what do I have? And then life just becomes this big, scary, ginormous question mark, and I hate it. I like when I don't have to question it. The only thing I question is, you know, doing that laundry for work tomorrow. I hate it, but I like it because it's simple. I don't have to go, what if. I just, I'm like, going to work, that's it. And I don't have that now, and I'm like, fuck. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't. I might stay in Connecticut. I might try to go to New York. I might fucking try and go back to California. I'm kind of leaning on California, but I'm also kind of leaning on Connecticut, and then I'm also kind of leaning on New York. I'm also kind of just leaning on, I have no fucking idea. I don't really have a clue, and I feel like I have to figure it out in, what does it say, 27, 29, 30, I have to figure it out in like 5 days, basically. I don't, but I kind of do in my head, because if I don't figure it out in 5 days, then I have to pay rent for here. And I only want to do that if I decide I'm staying here, meaning I need to make the decision in 5 days. By April 1st, I make the decision and then go, April Fool's, just kidding, I'm not doing that. That kind of freaks me out. It's like almost a bad omen, like, oh, whatever I figure out come April, it won't even be legit, because then it'll just be like, psych. And I feel like the universe will be like, psych, gotcha, we tried to warn you, you had to figure it out by April 1st. Oh, good luck with that. It doesn't matter what you choose. That's how I feel too. It's like, it doesn't even matter what I choose. Like, the universe is gonna just choose it for me. But that's not true. I always think that too. And that's kind of not true too. Because the truth is, I mean, you can kind of do whatever. You just gotta pick one. I don't know. I feel like I keep trying to put it in different mindsets to help me, and then, like, none of them really help. Because it's like, well, okay, well, either I have to, like, decide something, whether it works or not. I have to decide something, and I can't. And then I'm, like, almost trying to just procrastinate and let the universe choose for me. But, like, when you do that, you're still making a choice. You're making a choice not to choose, which then forces the universe to choose it for you, which will probably be just me where I'm at. If I don't choose, I'll have to stay here. That's usually what happens. If you don't make a choice, then you stay where you're at, because you're not moving. But that is the choice. I could move. And it's like, I have some money saved up. And it's funny too, because in my head I'm like, it's not enough, it's not enough, it's not enough. It's like $3,000. And I mean, legitimately, that's not a lot. Even $10,000 in this world is not a lot, but it is. And I remember this, and it's just funny that I'm thinking that, because there's an older me, or older version of me that is like, are you kidding me? That's a lot of money. That's like, you could do anything with that money. Like, I've done more with less, I'm pretty sure. But then I also seen how, like, hard that is. So in my head, I'm like, no, it should be more. But, it doesn't have to be. And it reminds me of this one time This motherfucker, though. This motherfucker really had $10,000 and didn't think that was enough. And I was so mad at him. I was just like, if I had 10G, I'd be so happy. I'd be like, the world is my fucking oyster. I can literally do whatever I want. And I'm still mad about it because I'm not gonna lie. If I ever find myself sitting there thinking 10G is not enough, I'm gonna like shoot myself because I wouldn't even know what having that kind of money looks like. I've never had more than 5. And even when I had 5, I didn't really because I had like rent and bills and things. I think I had 5 when I was about to move. So it was like my moving money. And it was like moving for me and my friend. I don't even know if it was quite 5. I think it was 4. But then, so I'm like, Ilsa, you don't want to be like your friend with the 10G acting like that's not enough when it is. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure I moved with, maybe it was 6. Because I'm like, was it really 4? But it might have been. It was either 6, 5, or 4G. And I moved from Pennsylvania to California with it. With my friend. So it wasn't even just me. It was me and my friend. And this time it's just me. So I'm like, Elsa, if you could do that with 6, 5, or 4, it really might have been 4,000. Maybe that's what I had left over. No, I think that's just all I had. Leftover would have been kind of crazy. I can't fucking remember. No, I feel like that is what I had left over. I don't know. But I'm just like, you can do it. Like, it's enough, right? It's gotta be enough. One time I moved and I didn't have anything, but I was already like there in the town. And I didn't have any money. But I moved into these apartments. And then I'm like, I could try those apartments again. They're only $500 a month, but you're like in shit land. They call it like, what, Snake Farm? It's worse than Snake Farm. It's just like hell. I don't know if I could handle that again. It's weird. I want to go maybe like I want to like do something familiar, so I'm not just starting from like complete square one again, because that just feels too exhausting and daunting. But at the same time, I don't want to like totally repeat something. I don't want to go to the apartments that I've already lived at or live with these people I've already lived with, because it's like I just already know what that is like too much. But I would be in that town with these people because I've made these connections there already, and I'd like to build off of them, but I don't want to do like the same fucking thing I did there before. Starting to get hungry. Oh, I could do my cookie trick. I don't know how healthy it is to just wake up and start eating cookies and coffee, but you know. I have this problem too where I start to be hungry and then I just fight it. I definitely got eating issues. There's just a lot surrounded by like money and scarcity mindset and like weight, and do I want to be skinny? Do I want to be curvier? Do I want to be skinnier? Do I want to be curvier? I don't know. That's exhausting, but it's also, I'm gonna say whatever again. I wonder if you can hear me because I keep mumbling, and every time I do that I'm like, oh shit, they're not even gonna hear me. They as in I don't even know. But in other news, the cat is here. Doing her little window watching, and you know, that always makes me feel better. You guys are gonna have like a hard time watching me because of this coconut shit, but just pretend I had a crazy workout. My cousin he just keeps going to the gym, and then I'm always like, I should come, but then I'm all like, oh wait, but I hate the gym. I really hate the gym. What I really want to do is go somewhere there's a pool. I want a gym with a pool. Now, there's 2 gyms I know in this town in California with a pool. One, I feel like I technically owe money to, and I'm wondering if they will forget about that, and I could just go back there, because I'd rather go there than the other one, which is next to the skate park, which is where my ex is all the time. And it's like a bigger, nicer pool, but it's always colder. And the other one has a sauna. I don't know. But I would love that. I would love to have swimming just be in my daily, weekly exercise routine life. Because I like swimming a lot. I like water a lot. Look at that cat with the fucking... Is that not the cutest thing? You see what I'm talking about? The cat with the sunglasses, towel. I was trying to focus in on it. So cute though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I hate this feeling. I hate this feeling constantly of what do I do? What do I do? What am I doing? You know, it's just been a very consistent thing for me, and I guess it's cool, you know, when I'm in the hamster wheel, I always miss it, but then when I'm in it, I'm like, I'm so fucking sick and tired of this. I just want to know where I belong already. And then have like a consistent life, you know, start to really make a routine. Start to really know what it feels like to feel cozy. And have a routine. Like, it's been so long since I really had like a routine that was good, that felt like me, that felt like my... Been bad at that. Almost. I've almost had it, but I'm also just so good at having chaos and then not knowing what I'm doing with my life, and the what am I going to do, what am I going to do, how am I going to get by, that it kind of just ruins it all. Ugh. I'm like, I'm so tired. Stress definitely makes you tired. Got these like big knuckles from dry skin. Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know. And what I've realized too is sometimes the more you try and figure it out, the less you can. Because you just start to overthink it too much. And there's too much pressure on it. So I do have this sense of like, I just need to like let it go for a second. And maybe like try and let the decision come to me. So I'm trying to do that, but it's hard because, you know, I do that and I do that, but God, my patience, you know, like, you would think it would have improved by now, and how many times I've had to like face that reality of it, but no, I'm just like, no, we have to be patient again? No, not this again. No, goddamn, no, let's just figure it out. Not to mention, too, it's like, I feel like the timeline is even shorter than usual. I'm like, no, so you got 5 days, you don't have time to be patient and let it come to you. You gotta figure it out now. I feel like the answer really might be California again, though. I just don't even want to, like, face it. And the thing is, this kitty is so cute. Look at her. Oh, look how cute you are. Oh, look how cute you are. Oh, yeah, you would die. Oh, stretchings. Do you see yourself there? My water. Like, for instance, leaving kitten means I'd have to say goodbye to this kitten. And I don't want to do that. And the thing is, I really like my cousin too, and his kids. The other night, his one kid who's like 5 said he was really happy that I was his best friend and that we were best friends. And I was like, that's so freaking cute. And like, I love them. I really do. And you know, they're going through this divorce, they're going through a hard time. I don't want to leave them, and I know they really like having me around. And I really like having them around too. And that's why it just sucks, because... But that's like part of the problem, is I feel like I've just like it's just not my life. It is, but it's not. It's like, I'm not the new wife. I'm not the new second mom. I'm not the new nanny. I'm not the new babysitter. You know, I'm me. And I can't even let them get attached. But I have to, and I get it. And you know what, it's like, it is me though. They're my family, and I love getting to know them, and I love kids. It makes me realize that that's like something I really want to like do, in a way, is work with kids. But also not, because it's like, I love it, but it's like, there's other things I want to do. Acting and music or something. I don't know. That's why I wanted to be an actor, because I felt like there were so many things I wanted to be and do, and I didn't want to pick one. Picking one just didn't feel right. I wanted to do it all. That's why I wanted to do acting the most. That's why I like it a lot. But I also do really love music, because I kind of like write songs all the time, and it helps me like find myself. And I like writing. But I also really like kids. And as much as I feel like I don't fit in this life that I'm in right now, I also love it. I do. That's the other problem with when I'm coming up with what to do. Like, I hate change, I hate goodbyes, and there's no way around it either. Even if I chose to stay, I still feel this internal goodbye I'm saying to California, even though I already said goodbye months ago. Like, it's like saying goodbye again, because I'm contemplating going back, and like, I miss them too. And I like New York. Like, I feel so torn all the time. So torn, like, and it sucks, because it's like I can't win kind of way. But then I'm like, Elsa, nothing's permanent. Permanent. If I stay here, I can always go to New York or California later. If I go to California, I can always come back, you know? But, I mean, I say that, but that's not always true, you know? You can, but this it's not a guarantee where you're going to be able to come back to. People die. People get divorced. Houses that you thought you would come back to that would be like how they are aren't how they are anymore. Like, I always thought I could come back to my house. Now my parents are like getting divorced. So it's like, well, the house ain't the house anymore. It's there. God knows for how much longer, but now it's a divorced house. And only my mom lives there. I don't even know if I can handle being in there anymore now. It's gonna be ghost house. So, you can always come back, but that's not also true. That's also not true. You think you'll always see them again one day. And that's the bitter harshness of reality, is you never know. And you just gotta be thankful for what you have while you have it. But that just freaks me out. And I am constantly worrying about who's gonna die next, what change is gonna happen next, what am I gonna lose next, you know, what is gonna change next. But change is good, I think. A lot of it's not. Whoa. And the phone flips. A lot of it's not. Dan. A lot of it's not. A lot of it sucks, like a big fucking slap in the face, yeah. But some of it's good. I really do look so dumb with this shit. And then this thing won't go away either. I don't know, whatever. I'm just gonna have to look like a weirdo, tweaker, something. I feel bad saying tweaker all the time. Like, it's kind of an offensive word. Like, I know good people that became tweakers. It's not their fault. Drugs suck, and they have almost consumed me too. And it's never too late. Just kidding. It's never too late for me to just go down that road and die. Oh my god, what am I saying? I don't know. And it's just funny because I started out these videos being in this place, and it's like, here I am again. I definitely really kind of miss just going to work right now, but it's like crazy. It's like I was so over it, and now I'm like already so like missing it. I miss running late for that stupid train. I miss I really can't handle all the change sometimes. But it's eclipse season, so. And it's gonna be in my sign soon. I told myself April 8th. I don't know. I feel like April in general is gonna be a month. And I'm gonna be 31. I don't know about that, but I think we're gonna call this the video for now. And who knows? I have nothing better to do. Maybe I'll make another one. Sorry that there's not more going on. I mean, there is, but I feel like I'm not giving a lot. But am I ever to these videos? I don't know. Whatever. The keyword of the day is whatever. Keep it classy, guys. I don't know what that means.